No, sir. Okay. We'll get back to it. I'm ready now, man.
Drinks. Yeah. I would have picked one up on the way. Who's got a Swiss?
My one man, I sell it to know. I'm making a two show in come.
You're on TV now, you know.
How are you?
Hi, Dennis. Nice to see you. I see you guys.
Oh, get on TV, are you?
Danny? Here. That's nice. It's not 20 years out. All these guys at the moment, every one of them. Is it? So you put that there, this is what I know to think.
Yes, Dennis, yeah, big mouth watch out and
You disappeared, you're done, but no, man, I'm going to have Are you going to dance now for me? What did Jackie too long? No, don't do it. Oh, no, you don't need it. Why did you get it? Huh? Yeah, when you've been in water, got a bad for brandy, the other one, you have to buy it double. Or shut your mouth. No, I'm not drinking really. What do you take the drink for? Alright, I'll see one. No. I'll give it back. Okay. Alright then.
have a little sip of yours.
No, have it. If you don't have it...
No, I can't have it all. You know I don't really drink. All right, I'll have a glass of wine. Okay?
Get her a good glass
It's
of
not...
beer. You don't fall now. You will fall asleep now. Oh, mercy.
Yes, all right. They all know how old I am anyway.
I couldn't care less. Okay, Dad, think himself in the corner road with his tobacco.
You realise he's sitting right behind me?
I know he's sitting right behind you. Danny, did you forget something? Danny, did you forget something? Sonia asked for white wine and you bought her brandy.
It's okay, don't worry.
They didn't have it.
Oh no, yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah, but we had the water because the tap, yeah, but the tap water,
Yeah, I know.
I didn't drink it. No, I asked for the water.
Beautiful. Like it, like it.
Oh, I'll come back just in 5 minutes.
You meet the show?
Thank you very much, Pete. What's that? What's the waistline?
I don't mind getting fat.
You're going to die happy.
I know. That's mine, I'm afraid.
You want more?
Just a cherry. No. All right, that was okay.
You'll just stay here.
That was good. Then I won't move tonight. Go ahead.
One more for it.
Help.
Okay, it's me again. Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Thank you. Good evening to the bride and groom, and welcome you to this joyous occasion between Doria and Claudia on their wedding. I'm Claude's brother Michael, and I'm also master of the ceremony. For my first speech, I'm going to call the bride's father, Mr. Victor Craig.
You don't mind if I read it, do you? Well, bride and bridegroom, master of ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this auspicious occasion. My family and I welcome Claude to the family with open arms. We have found him to be honest, upright, and straightforward. And we do hope that this trend will continue throughout his married life. Doria, is, as you know, is my daughter, and I cannot fault her in any way. We wish him God's blessing, long and happy marriage. Raise your glasses, ladies and gentlemen, Claude and Doria.
I'm sure you all agree that was a wonderful speech by Mr. Craig. And he deserves a really good hand of applause for that speech. Okay, thank you very much. My next person there is going to be the groom's father, Arthur Walker, also my father.
Watch your elbow, Peter. Sir. You record sound as well?
Bride and bridegroom. I can't hear anything. Oh, but that's better. Bride and bridegroom. Mr. Master of Ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glass.
Glasses.
You have it up raised. That's lovely.
What's a heckler over there?
The good health, wealth, happiness, and long life. Leading up to this special occasion, I did mention to Claude that I will not make a speech. As per usual, I'll have to make a mess of it. But they said, you will not spoil a big day then. So say anything, we love you too much. So with that, I'm saying a few words. Thank you all for your undivided attention.
Yes, once again another lovely speech. Not as good as the first, but coming along. Now, what we're going to do next is call the groom. The CP like to say a few words. Yes, the groom. Claude Walker. A big hand of applause, please.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming and making this such a wonderful day. Myself and Doria. I wish that I'd got a speech to arrange really, but I thought I'm going to do something from the heart really, rather than read off a speech. And what I'd like to say is Oh, let me get this right. First of all, I'd like to just thank the bridesmaid for doing a wonderful job, and all of them looking beautiful and radiant, as you can see. Also, I'd like to thank Doria's mother for all the hard work she's put in to making this such a wonderful day. I'd just like to present her with a bouquet of appreciation. That's it, I'm warming up now. Also, I'd like to thank my mother for all the work that she's done in rearing me to get me to this position. And all the work she's done with the wedding. Thanks very much. Now, I've thanked everyone else. It's just left me to thank Doria for making me the happiest man, well, I'll say in the world today. So, I'd like you all to be upstanding for one moment, and I'll make a toast. Yeah, to Doria. Cheers.
Thank you.
Oh, now we got it.
Also, before I disappear and drag on too long, I'd like to thank Auntie Evelyn, even though she's not my auntie, she's Doria's, for making the bridesmaid dress. Oh, she is my auntie now. Making all these wonderful bridesmaid dresses. I'd like her to come up, please, so she can get on the video and let everyone appreciate this lady.
Well, I take it then Claude must have finished. Okay, the next person I'm going to call now is going to be Michael Walker, the best man. Once again, that's me. Yeah, I do quite a few jobs. Now, I think everybody done a really fantastic job in turning up here, looking so great, enjoying the food. I bet everybody's belly's full. Yeah, mine is as well. Now I've got a speech vision, so I think I'm going to take mine out as well. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is, I'll get my glass, is I'm going to propose a toast. If you've still got anything left in your glass, and if you can still raise your hand after lifting it up so many times, to Claudia and Doria, may everything work out for them that they want to work out for them, and may they have a wonderful and happy marriage together. Now I've known Claudie for quite a few years. Well, all his life really. When he was smaller, I used to beat him up. Not now though. And he's always been a genuine boy. He's always the boss. He's always been a genuine boy. He's always been kind and considerate. And if he keeps up those same qualities, he's going to make a wonderful husband. Now I've known Doria for a number of years as well, and we've spoken and we've gone places and we've just come around my house and I've gone round our place, and once again she's always made me feel very homely. She's always treated me like a part of the family. She's never left me out of anything, and once again I think they're ideally matched. I think everything between these two people today will work out perfectly. And I'm sure that the majority of people inside this place, if not all of you, will agree that these two people complement each other beautifully. Who agrees with that? Okay, I'm going to bring my speech to a close because I'm sure a lot of you would like to go on and do something else, maybe give your own speech or get up and dance or do something else. So I'm just going to simply say I want everything to work out for Claude and Doria. I'd like to thank both sets of parents for bringing their two children up in the right way so that they got married and done things in a proper manner. Congratulations. Okay. I'm now going to turn back to the Master of Ceremony, which is me, Michael Walker again. And I'm about to open the floor to anyone who may like to wish Claude and Dora or say a short word for them or give them any advice on married life. The floor's now open. Okay, we have one person called Mr. Levy who's now on his way up. Can we have a round of applause for Mr. Levy?
That's more like it. First, before I compliment the bride and the groom, the master of ceremonies, associates, relatives, and friends, I'd like to thank the staff of the Carnarvon Hotel for placing me in such an ideal position. Principally because the room is so warm, but where I am, I'm getting a beautiful breath of fresh air. So, on behalf of my wife and I and the friends who sit at that table, I thank you, staff, for what you've done. Now, each and every one seem to be making mistakes. I myself have made one. I've written down a speech and can't seem to find it anywhere. But, yeah, I found it, but now I can't find my glasses. However, I think I can continue without it. The bride, the groom, master of ceremonies, relatives, friends, associates, Romans, countrymen. Lend me your ear. I feel that this place has got a very pleasant aroma. The air nimbles and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses. For me, attending this momentous occasion is one that I'd never missed. Doria, who I have known from childhood days, has always been one that I've admired. She's been brought up with the best of families. She's well respected. She's a beautiful girl. And I would feel that Claude, in his infinite wisdom, could never have made a better choice. As for Claude, I can recall one evening I was sitting in the Craig's home, enjoying a few alcoholic beverages. And I saw this young man walked in. And I can recall having said to Doria, "Are we having an invasion?" She said, "No, Mr. Cunningham, that's my boyfriend." I looked across and I thought, quite a nice chap. So we sat down and we played a game of cards together. And I found him to be very shrewd, very interesting, quite a nice chap. Indeed. I myself have lived many, many moons with the Craigs and the families. And I feel extremely proud to be here, to be able to participate in this evening's wedding ceremony. And for this and no other reason, I will not ask you all to stand. I've heard a few complaints before, but please sit and raise your glasses. Thank you. Yeah. I can only wish that Claude and Doria will continue in the footsteps of Claude's parents and Doria's parents, having a wonderful marriage together, sharing everything that is beautiful, as I am presently sharing myself. I hope when we all do meet again, it will be another beautiful occasion when, who knows, I may be asked to be a parent to their first production. Before I conclude this speech, I'd like to say, I sincerely hope and trust that Doria and Claude will continue the way that they have started, with love, and to build an impregnable barricade against all influences, and so live in a dual world. Thank you. Sorry, there's one bit to miss. As I walked through, I was presented with this little note from the master of ceremony. And I'm supposed to ask you all, are you all having a marvelous evening? Yeah. Lots to drink and lots to eat? Yeah. Well, after this ceremony, it is suggested that you use that door to the left, where you'll pick up the bill for this evening's ceremony. Thank you.
The true story about how Claude and Doria met. Does anyone know? No, you don't. No, this is the true story. Now, a few years ago, how many? Quick. 5, 6 years ago, I needed an electrician to rewire a house. And someone gave me a few names, and Claude was one of those names. But when I saw Claude, he looked at the other names and he said, they're all plumbers. They don't know anything about electricity. So I took on Claude.
It was Aaron.
It was Jerry and Aaron. Anyway, Claude come and looked at the job, and he stood there and he said, £3,000. It still stops my heart. So I thought long and hard on the way home and said to him, look, how about if I get you a date with Doria? She was my sister-in-law. So he said, £500. I said, it's a deal. Well, I tried for a month to get them to go out, or to get Doria to go out, to no avail, and I thought I was going to have to give him this money back, when all of a sudden they started going out. But my deal was for a date. Now they're married, I want my money back. That's the true story. It's a shortened version, but it's a true story. So I'd like you all to raise your glasses to the bride and groom.
Okay, that was wonderful. If we ever need anyone to grass anyone up to the taxman, we'll call Perry. Okay, I'm going to call Dennis Gordon.
Can I just say, to ladies, to gentlemen, to those who are not ladies or gentlemen, so I don't offend anybody, I'm honoured that Michael has called me up here today to say a few words which I think all of you see before you as a manifestation. Two lovely young people at the peak of their powers in every way imaginable, looking forward to many a happy year in the future. I've said before, a lot of people say, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, but I won't marry you. Or they're putting that day off forever and ever, amen. I think, in the words of Spike Lee, these two have done the right thing. Aside from that, I'm not really certain why Michael has called me up to say a few words. It could have something to do with the fact that, despite my apparent youth, I've been married 7 times. I'd just like to say a little bit on that. The fifth wife, it was such a tragedy. It really was. She died because she ate poisonous mushrooms. But it was even more sad, my 6th wife, because she died because she wouldn't eat the poisonous mushrooms. Let me just reiterate once again for everybody gathered here to remember this as an important day in your lives. It's an important day in your lives, but at the same time, it's the day for Claudie and Doria, which signifies what is going to happen in the rest of their lives. So please, I'm not going to ask you to stand up. I will ask you to raise your glasses, even if they're empty, and toast to today and to the future. Thank you.
Okay, next time I'll think very carefully who I call up next time. Right, there was a gentleman in that far corner who was making his way over. I don't know his name, but when he comes over, oh, that looks like Mr. Mitchell. A big hand for Mr. Mitchell, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bride and bridegroom, ceremony, appearance. Well, for me, Mr. Mitchell, I know this gentleman here, Mr. Claudius, for quite some time. And I took him as my son. And I put him sit down various times and give him a small bit of my philosophy. The most important one I said to him, when you're working, look after your money. And then I left him with 4 letters in the alphabet, which is A, B, C, and D. And up to today, he become big man. And he stuck to it. What the ladies and gentlemen wants to know what these 4 letters of the alphabet means. And he has got it in him. A, for his ambition. B, for his behavior. C, for his character. And D, the most important one, I have to hold his hand up. Discipline. Wherever he meets me, always gives me discipline. And with that, I would ask the ladies and gentlemen to sit where they are and roll the glass up and say, cheers to the bride and groom.
In actual fact, let's call them both of them. Okay, let's call them both of them. Three Musketeers. It seems like from popular demand, they want the 3 Musketeers up here. So they want jars as well.
Well, I'm the eldest, so I'll start. This is a special day for me. My youngest sister getting married, and a better guy I couldn't wish to find myself. If you pardon the expression. But seriously, he's really a great guy, and Doria's made a splendid choice, and I wish him all the happiness in the future. Thank you very much.
Suppose I come next in line then, right? Thanks. Bride, groom, and wedding party, everybody, friends, guests. Tried to get out of this by babysitting out there, but it didn't seem to work, you know. But I took the same path as both of you last year, and you know, you hear these stories of the long, foggy road and everything, you know. But I think if you stay together and hold together and you love one another, you're going to be fine. And I think you do love one another, and you look wonderful together. And I couldn't wish for a better brother-in-law.
Okay, good evening all. I'd like to wish thank you to all those people who travelled from America to come here tonight and be with us on this special occasion in Jamaica. I'm the youngest member of the Craigs. It's my bigger sister. We've fought many times, but tonight we're not going to fight. We made the right decision. We finally found something to agree on.
Thank you very much to the brothers. Well done. A big round of applause. Brilliant. Okay. Now I think after having all that lovely it took my speech away from me. I'm going to call the bride to say a few words in reply to that. Doria, the bride.
I'd like to say firstly, thank you everybody for coming today. You've really made it a wonderful day. Today has been like falling in love all over again. Thank you. I'd like to say a special thank you to both sets of parents. They've been wonderful in helping in everything, you know. I can't say enough today to them. I'd also like to thank my bridesmaids. They look absolutely beautiful and they've been so well behaved. Thank you very much. I'd like to say a special thank you to my matron of honour, Andrea, my sister. She's been absolutely fantastic. There should be a St Annie's Day. It really is great. And lastly, I'd like to toast my husband, Mr. Claude Walker. Thanks for coming, everybody.
That was wonderful. After a speech like that, you know why they've got married. Okay, the best man gave me a few small telegrams that he forgot to read out. So I'm just going to quickly get these over with, and then we'll... I'm the best man, yes. Okay, we had a couple of telegrams from Auntie, what's it, Evie then? From America. And she just, well, mainly she's just wishing you all the best for the future. There's one from Zimbabwe, from Mrs. Maguire, from Mrs. I can't actually pronounce it because it's a bit long word for me. But once again, it's simply the same sort of thing. They're wishing you all the best for the future and hoping everything works out nice for both of you. And that's about it. Thank you all for listening and paying our attention. And for those of you who didn't get up and speak, there's always another time. Thank you very much.
What I'd like you all to do now, stand up, move the chairs back, and let's get the music on. No, No, I'm only joking. Just take your time to finish off.
No more ladies? Pardon? You see anyone? Okay, let's try the re-K. We ready? Are you ready? Okay, I think we're just about ready. Okay, who's the lucky one? I'm not going to say. Let's see what goes on. Come on. I got my eye out, but I'm not going to say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go! Big fight there. Who's the lucky lady? Janet, yes, you're next. Not wrong. Who's the lucky guy? Let's sort him out, come on.